We're here today with Azad Palani. Azad is the U15 boys LUSA coach. Azad, what do you have there in front of you?
This happens to be the U15 Provincial Cup trophy that our U15 boys from LUSA accomplished and won about 2 weeks ago, July 9th to the 13th. And this happens to be the gold medal that they won, and obviously the shirt for the champions from BC Soccer. So yes. Oops, it fell.
So let me get this right. You're the coach of a provincial championship team?
Correct. Langley United U15 was in provincials, and yes, we are the provincial champions.
Excellent. To my knowledge, this is the first club's provincial title. Is that accurate?
I've heard from some of the seniors that this is the club's first provincial title, youth and senior. I'm not sure of it, but I've heard it from the executives and the presidents that it is our first title. So it's a huge accomplishment. One for the players, two for the club, and obviously for myself as a coach also. So we're very, very proud and very happy.
Awesome. Help me understand the road the boys took to become U15 BC provincial champs.
Well, it's been a long road, long journey. It started in September, obviously, with a regular season. We started out with, I think, 15 players. 15 players only on our team. And right away, right off the bat, we lost one to injury. Riker got fractured his foot, so he was out till about December. And in about December, we lost one of our players to HBL. We lost Jesse to HBL, so we were down to 13 guys. So we were very thin, but the road we took, we set, starting September, we set out a system that we wanted to play. We set out short-term goals and long-term goals, individually and as a team. And I tell you, it was a long road, but it got accomplished, and that's all due to the players and their work rate, and obviously the club supporting us.
What's next for you guys after this tournament, now that you guys are BC provincial champs?
Well, we did play in the U15 Gold Division previous season. Now we have been moved to the U16 Metro. So we will be playing in the Metro League next year, starting in the fall. Again, just like this year, we're going to set out short-term and long-term goals, and individually and as a team, and myself as a coach, just like the guys. And hopefully we can accomplish the same thing, but at a higher level. That's our goal, and that's what's next for us.
Awesome. Any defining moments that stand out that made the season such a memorable one?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many defining moments. The most, I would say, the one thing that stands out for me as a coach the most is the unity amongst the boys, and the way they stuck together through thick and thin. And the entire time they were a tight group of kids who worked very hard and always tried to be there for one another, and obviously for myself. They were always, I gave them a hard task, and we set up some big goals, and so I would say the defining moment is the unity of the kids, the way they stuck together, even through all the injuries we had. Some games we were down to 11 players. I think there was about 3 or 4 games where we only played with 11 players, yet we won and won. And even the times that we lost games, because we did finish 6th in the group, we barely made it into the top division. And then from there on, I think we played another 14 games where we only lost 1, which was in the Coastal Cup final. But to see them stick together, that was defining for me.
What are the team's strengths, and did you see growth amongst the players?
Oh, the team's strength! I tell you, if I was to tell you that we had the most skill out of all the teams in our league, I'd be lying. I think our biggest strength is our work rate. The boys, they were determined. They have this word that they always use, and yes, it was passed down from me, but they're the ones who define it, and that word was relentless. Relentless work rate, constantly, never stopping, never giving up at all costs, and that was our biggest strength, I think, is our work rate. And as you know, work rate and hard work and I can always outdo skill. That's just my personal opinion of it, and I think that came through for us. And that was our biggest strength.
Excellent. Did you battle any adversity over the year?
Oh yes, we did. Definitely we did. One of the biggest adversities we had, because we had only, like I told you, we signed 15 guys to the team, one injury, and one guy going to HPL. We were very thin with the numbers of players, and there was a few games where there was a game where we lost to North Coquitlam. I think it was 6-1, and that's when I walked away from the boys and I said, "You guys are on your own," because I knew we were going to play them one more time in a regular season game. You guys figure it out. They had a half an hour meeting amongst themselves, and the next 2 nights later at practice, I could see these boys. They were fierce and they were wanting it. So, and we ended up playing that team, that North Coquitlam team, and we ended up beating them. Next time we played them 7-0. The adversities where we did have injuries, we lost some games, but the biggest thing was that the guys stuck together through all the adversities. But yes, we did have big ones and small ones, things like losing games and others like having only 11 players at games.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about the gold medal game.
Oh, the gold medal game. See this beard here? It's got a lot of white tails in the hair, white hair in here, maybe a little bit in my head. I think that's because of the gold medal match. Building up to the gold medal match, I just want to talk about that a little bit. We started out playing very, very well the tournament, and what we did was we had the boys on throughout the entire tournament on a very, very strict diet that they followed to the T. No meats, no red meats throughout the tournament, only chicken, pasta, the light stuff, because battling the heat is one thing, and then the teams in front of you. So we've started out very well. We won 7-0, 5-0, 4-2, and I think 3-1 or something like that, all the way till we got to the final. In the final match, we started out about 10 minutes in. They came our way once and they scored. They were up 1-0. They only had 2 shots on our nets the entire match. The second one happened to be a breakaway that Caden did very well to stop. We outchanced the team, I would say, probably 12-2. And it was one of those days where the ball didn't want to go into the net. And that's happened to us a couple of times this season. The boys would tell you and they would know what I'm talking about. But we stuck to our system. We continued playing hard. We continued working hard. And even in overtime, we were dominating. The team that we were playing had 18 players. We were down to 13, sorry. We had 2 guys playing on pulled quads. It was a true team, a true character win, because we stuck together, and the game went to shootouts, even though I felt that we were deserving of the win. But that's sometimes how it goes, and in shootouts all the boys scored and their team missed 2 PKs. Obviously Keaton did a great job in net, but that was our gold medal match, and from there on it was celebrating, seeing the tears on the parents' faces, and players just celebrating, and then it reminds you why you coach. Just the smile on the guys' faces, and it's worth every minute of it. And so it was very, very enjoyable, and we celebrated very hard. The rain came down, and followed by, we went to Burger King. I think it was Burger King or A&W, and we had a bunch of meat and burgers in celebration with this guy right here.
Excellent. Last question. Do you have anyone you'd like to thank?
Oh, for sure. Yes. First of all, my thank you goes out to the club, Mark and Gary especially, and obviously the rest of the club for supporting us through all this. I've been with Langley United for 2.5 years now, and it's been an absolute joy, and I cherish every moment here. And they supported us through all of it, going to provincials, throughout the league play, fields, anything we requested, they were there to help us out with it. So yes, the big thank you goes out to the club. Second thank you, obviously, to the parents of the players who helped, and carried out the things they needed to do at home and helped the guys get to practice games and all that stuff. And then obviously the second most important thank you I have to give is to my coaching staff. Jake Reed, as an apprentice coach, he came on, he did a great job. He helped me as much as he could. He's a great kid, and he'll be a good coach in the future. Obviously, Jamie Owen, he's awesome. He's he's a parent of one of the players. Obviously, Josh, the captain of the team, and he was an awesome guy. He helped me when I couldn't make games. There was a few games I couldn't make out throughout the season. He helped me out, and again, there was provincial run. He was there through it all. Meetings, all that stuff. He was there, and then obviously Trevor White, who is happens to be my best friend, but also RT. He works at Surrey Memorial. He was there through the nutrition work. He helped us with the provincial run and in the season. So he was big help to me, and he helped me with the coaching a little bit too. So I appreciate his help too. And then the biggest thank you I have is for my players. You boys did a great job. You boys believed in the system that I gave you. I know the system that we had out for you was a very hard one, a system that demanded a lot of fitness and a lot of hard work, and you never stopped believing in it. You were always determined to carry out, and even when I got upset at you, you were there. You never argued back, and we believed in each other. So I thank you for that, and I thank you for allowing me to help you get to where you got to. So the biggest thank you is to the boys, and obviously everybody else that has helped us throughout the year. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for doing this. Much appreciated, and good luck next year.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Go LUSA.